Facts Verse presents. This man sells his kidney for an iPhone when doctors notice something horrible. First, help us spread the word about Facts Verse by clicking that like button, and also be sure to subscribe and click the notification bell so you don't miss our future videos. When choosing between an Android and an iPhone, most people will choose the iPhone. Androids and iPhones have the same capabilities, they look similar, they both send calls, texts, and data. The only reason that so many people want an iPhone is the prestige they feel by holding their phone and having people see the Apple symbol on the back. Android makes phones today that are more expensive than the iPhone, but it doesn't stop people from choosing Apple. People are crazy when it comes to the amount of money they will spend on a cell phone. It's possible to get a good smartphone with a large screen and all the necessary functions for under $100. Those who love the iPhone, though, they don't want those phones. They are willing to spend over $1,000 on a new cell phone. When the newest iPhone comes out, people go crazy every time they come out with a new version. They'll spend money that they don't have in order to get what they don't have. Well, in 2011, a Chinese teen wanted an iPhone so badly he was willing to do anything. His friends had the newest iPhone. He knew he wasn't able to afford it on his own, and his parents didn't have much money, so there was really no way that his family would be able to afford to buy him the phone he wanted. He heard, though, that people were buying kidneys. He thought that might be a good idea. Now, for the most part, kidney donations are a very safe procedure. If a person has 2 failing kidneys, they would need to have dialysis several times a week. They would also end up on a kidney transplant list. If a friend or family member happens to be a match for the kidney, they would be able to donate if they wanted to. It's possible, though, for a person to live with just 1 kidney. And giving a loved one a healthy kidney, one of your own, that's the greatest gift in the world because you're giving them the gift of life. Before you donate, though, tests are run and the procedure is set up in a reputable, accredited hospital. Well, this teen from China, he didn't understand exactly how this all went down. See, there's no law saying that you can't donate a kidney to a friend or a family member. You can even donate a kidney to a stranger. What is not allowed is selling your kidney. There are strict laws in place that make selling any human organs illegal. If you're going to donate, you can't profit from it. That's why it's a donation, not a sale. This Chinese teen, he knew that, but he just didn't care. He wanted an iPhone, he was willing to break the law to get one. Well, because selling a human organ is illegal, the teen just couldn't go to a reputable hospital to have his kidney removed. He was being offered $3,200 for one of his kidneys, and he was told that he had to go to an underground hospital to have the procedure performed. These hospitals are often located in abandoned warehouses. This surgical area is far from sterile. The doctors who perform the procedures, they typically don't follow any sterile practices that are required by licensed physicians. The teen didn't know much about organ donation or the practices that doctors have to follow. He just wanted his iPhone, so he didn't think too much about anything else. The teen gave his kidney, he received his money. It wasn't long, though, before he began to feel sick, and as the days passed he became sicker and sicker. Well, finally his parents took him to the hospital. They took him to a reputable hospital, and after running some tests, they discovered that he was suffering from a serious infection. The infection was the result of having surgery under unsanitary conditions. He had to tell his parents and the doctors about his illegal surgery and the money that he received to buy a new phone. The doctors tried to treat the infection, but it was so serious there was really nothing they could do. The infection had spread to his remaining kidney, and there was nothing that they could do for him. They had to remove his diseased kidney. And that left the 17-year-old boy, who had already donated one of his healthy kidneys, now with no functioning kidneys. He had to be placed on the transplant list and put on dialysis, just like the person that he sold a kidney to. He had no way of knowing he'd ever get a kidney, and if he did, how long he would live. He wasn't even sure he'd see his 18th birthday. The teen and his parents were devastated. He couldn't believe that he might lose his life because of an iPhone. If the teen had gone to a reputable hospital and the procedure had been performed by a licensed physician, he would have been just fine. Since selling kidneys is illegal, he couldn't go that route, at least that's what he told himself, and now his life has changed forever. His new home is a hospital room. His kidney has failed. He's living in a hospital bed. He's not going to be able to go back to school unless he gets a kidney donated to him. All of this because he just had to have the latest iPhone. Had he not wanted the prestige of owning an iPhone just so he could show it off to all of his friends and say, "Look, I've got one too," well, he could have saved for an affordable phone, and his future wouldn't be up in the air. Is there a product out there that you'd be willing to sell an organ for? What is it? Tell us in the comments below, and subscribe for more.